I do wrong, better give me the work. One like a jumper, I'm feeling like Dirk. My page are addy, they wanna come lurk. They only feel good if they post it on perks. Living my life and it comes with the perks. Knew I could fuck when she gave me the smirk, but it was so easy, it gave.
What's good? MarlonmadethatTV back with another video, you feel me? And today we got Young and Reckless Reunion Part 2, you feel me? But before we jump into all that, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and turn on post notification buttons so you're updated with all forms of new content. Now, feel me? I was supposed to do this a couple days ago. I reviewed it Wednesday, but I never got the chance to record it. But I'm doing this currently Saturday. So, yeah. I'm not gonna lie. This reunion was lit as fuck. There's no room for talking. There's no room for none of that. You feel me? It leaves off with Key Baby versus Kennedy. And I'm not gonna lie. Key Baby got that. She put belt to Kennedy. Kennedy was on the floor slipping, sliding, knotted up, all that shit. Like, she was looking crazy. And I think she had got busted open. Now, Key Baby, I will say, Kennedy did get that eyes. You know what I'm saying? You was I matey, no shade. But overall, Key Baby won that. Like, Kennedy slipped, but she had her swimming. You feel me? Like, Kennedy slipped and was swimming hard. So then it cuts to Nug Justin Ferrari and why she didn't fight Legacy yet, you know, and they've been popping it, like, you know. And Ferrari, I thought she was low-key talking to Nug because she was like, you know, we can get it. I don't know if she was talking to Nug, but I'm like, hell no, Ferrari, listen, you know what I'm saying? Nug, shit tear you up out the frame. You feel me? Like, you could barely do shit with Legacy. You was not doing shit with no Nug. You feel me? So, Jasmine addresses, I'm assuming Chastity and Snow Blue for some odd reason about, like, what was being said online and stuff like that about her being a follower and things of that nature. And I don't know, like when I think about it, Yaz didn't even do that much, like, during the season. Like, after she fought Lauren, like, it wasn't a lot she was doing. The Snow Blue and Yaz just going back and forth, feel me? Like, it's literally, I ain't gonna lie. Oh, that's a good chip. I ain't gonna lie, like, Snow Blue and Yasmin, they was going back and forth. Snow Blue like, do you need that though? Do you need that? You feel me? And Yasmin, do you need that? Neither of them wanted to fight each other. Even though I think if they were to fight, Yas would have tore Snow Blue where she would have took her where she didn't want to go. And Snow Blue, like, you came out there with sneakers and put your shoes on. So if I don't know, I don't think Snow Blue really wanted to fight. I think she was ducking smoke. I don't think she really needed that from Yas because she knew Yas would have beat her. You feel me? So while that's going on, Ferrari ends up addressing Snow Blue finally about the shady ass confessionals that she's been doing all season. And then even after that, when they was online going back and forth a little bit, so Ferrari's like, oh, is there really beef? Is there an issue? Like, I want to know, like, what is it? And then Snow Blue's just like, no, it's no beef. It's just I felt my way about you and I said what I said. It wasn't no disrespect behind it. And I'm just like, no, you made it seem like Ferrari wasn't young and reckless. She'd be doing anything. She get violated on her show, which is true. You're not lying. But it gave off like you didn't like Ferrari. So now all of a sudden you like cool kumbaya. I don't know. So yeah, Snow Blue, she don't need that. Y'all. Yaz asked her like, oh, Snow Blue, you need that. But she don't need that. You feel me? She don't need that. So then they get the accent, Alexis, you know how she feels about Lauren coming out. She's like, I'm ready for Lorenzo to come out. I'm ready for Lorenzo. I'm like, who the fuck is Lorenzo? But she was talking about Lauren. Yeah, that shit was funny. And here Kayla goes, she's starting shit with Ferrari, like, oh, like, are you gonna fight Legacy? You've been popping it. I don't know. These girls are on Ferrari next. Like, they trying to make her stand on business. And it's like, this is why a lot of people don't respect Ferrari, because she's not a stern host. Like, and I noticed that among many shows, like, amongst baddies. Shit, you could put baddies on Wild, Playboys, like, Dollhouse, like, they do not respect the host. Like, whoever the fucking host is, there's always 2 to 3 girls, maybe 4 girls who say something about the way the host is or wanting to take their spot low key because they don't feel the host is really doing their job. And that's what I feel like Ferrari is. Like, the girls talk to her crazy and she doesn't stand on business, and she's not gonna she can't beat half her cast up, so she can't talk her shit the way she really wants to and demand her show. It's just crazy. So, Ferrari ends up running up on Legacy once she got out. And I ain't gonna lie, that shit got me weak as fuck. Now, I did say at first they were both in there, but I'm gonna get that shit straight to Legacy. You feel me? The fight was mid. That round one fight was so mid. Ferrari arms is like T-Rex arms. She just throwing them, but she not connecting. Legacy throwing whatever she got, but it's not nothing too crazy. That shit was ass. I'm just like, man, they need to stop this shit. But then the second round, Legacy was giving Ferrari them uppercuts to her soul. I was like, oh my gosh, stop the fight. She mink, 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 mink. And Ferrari's just running into her uppercuts and punches. I said, man, Ferrari, man. Ferrari was like, damn, that tall ass bitch. I don't think Ferrari understood the height difference until she actually had to set up with Legacy line. And Legacy got that clear. Not too much, but Legacy whooped that ass. I ain't gonna lie. Legacy was, yeah, she did her shit. Ooh, that's a good ass chip. All right, so boom. So Legacy, she not on chill. She not trying to sit down. She not trying to listen to the production. She like, yo, y'all about to get me set up. You know what I mean? So Nug's coaching Ferrari. She like, damn, keep your head up. Damn. So thank you. Legacy finally checks Nug for coaching and jumping in. Like, girl, you just coaching the girls I'm fighting. It'd be different if you're coaching everybody else fight. But every time I fight, you coaching. Like, what's up with that? And Nug's like, oh, it's the reunion. We're supposed to be messy. Like, you know, and she's like, oh, Legacy not even worth it. Like, da-da-da. And I'm like, yeah, because I ain't gonna lie. Nug versus Legacy is just not fair. Like, Nug, you know you got that. So, but then stop jumping in Legacy shit. If y'all cordial, y'all don't gotta be friends, cool. But if you're cordial and make peace, like, why are you still instigating her fights, you know? So Ferrari doesn't know what to do. She just she walking around. She like, so they like, oh, you need to have a seat. She like, oh, I don't got to do nothing. Yo, somebody scream, yo, sit down. Yo, I started dying. I'm like, yo, who the fuck was that? Because Ferrari like, I'm not sitting down. Then you hear a voice from production, sit down. And everybody just started sitting down. So once everybody sit down, they finally got Legacy on chill to sit down. And Kennedy came from, Kennedy came from the back and she fucking tried to swing, like grab at Legacy on some, like, I don't know, like, bitch, this is your last. Like, I don't fucking know what that was about. And then I noticed that as that chaos is going on, Alexis hops up and tries to sneak Kennedy for sneaking Legacy. But then while that's going on, Yaz tried to hop up and act like she was going to fight Alexis, but she never called out a fade. After that, she didn't try to get on Alexis. So if you felt the way about Alexis jumping your friend, why you ain't get that for your friend? If it got hold, you feel me? I don't know. Yaz, I know you got it in you. You could fight, but it's just like you be like picky, choosy. Sometimes this shit just make you look bad. Like, I don't know. All right, so boom. Zanaya says, you know, are y'all done? Like, you know, Hennessy, you done? She's like, oh, now we can run it again. So she's like, all right, cool. You run it again. That third round, this is the third round. I'm not gonna lie. Zanaya, I'm talking about in it. And in the whole 3 rounds, the first 2 rounds they ran on the first part, and this round they ran on the second part. I don't care what nobody says. Zanaya won that. Like, she tore Hennessy out the frame. Hennessy was trying to hang in there, but Hennessy was rushing, and she closed her eyes. Like, I don't know. Her punches don't be as effective because she should have tore Zanaya up every round. Like, she got the height difference. She got uppercut. Like, I feel like there's advantages Hennessy has, but she don't use them. So that's what made her lose. Like, Zanaya put her on the ground. I said, oh my gosh, Zanaya ate down to her. I ain't gonna lie. For this reunion, for me, like, I would say Zanaya, Legacy, Lauren, Alexis, and potentially you could either throw like a Nug, a Key Baby, or a Minnie. You feel me? Like, they really did their shit this episode. You feel like, I'm not even gonna lie, like, they really made that. But the 4 for me that stood out was for sure Zanaya, Legacy, Lauren, and Alexis. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, their fighting, like, skills, like, their dialogue, like, it was them for sure. So Kayla, she kind of gagged at the fact that Hennessy on the ground and shit like that. You feel me? So Kayla, I'm waiting on my fade. I'm just waiting on for Zanaya to call me out. Girl, get down where you mad at. So then Kayla starts going on this rant about Zanaya being a fake friend, and the reason why her and Caribbean aren't fighting and addressing their issues is because they're cool. Like, there's no beef, there's no issue. They talked it out. So that's the reason why she won't fight her. And that Zanaya was really the reason why it instigated why Hennessy and them fought, because she went on the 12th episode, she went back and told Kayla that Caribbean was talking about her and shit like that, which I did address. That shit was weird. I'm like, huh? Like, y'all jumped her. Why are you trying to tell girls about who she talking about? Kayla says, and I don't know how to be a friend or keep a friend or be loyal to a friend for 10 plus years because everybody she either been friends with on TV or real life, they always have a falling out with her. She's fake. And I was like, damn. You know, she started being on that. So Zanaya and Kayla, you know, they going back and forth, just arguing this shit. So while that's going on, Legacy left the stage after Kennedy tried to snuck her. Legacy comes back out, and Kennedy didn't even... I said Kennedy. I don't know why I keep saying that. Kennedy did not see this shit coming. Legacy motherfucking knocked her motherfucking loose. You feel me? Hit her with some shit. I was like, you gotta get her. And I was like, Kennedy, at the beginning of the episodes, I liked you. You were funny. I thought you was about to be, a fan favorite. Because you gave that. The first episode, first 2, 3, I'm like, oh yeah, she getting the pain. She funny. But then you started being scary, picky, choosy. I don't know. Then you want to go home. It was just like, damn, you kind of deserve that. So I can't feel bad for you. And you doing that. You try to sneak her too. She got up on you. So they bring Sway out to at least try to bring some order to the reunion, because everybody not sitting down, talking over each other is just too much. So Sway put order to that shit, you feel me? I saw everybody after that. They was like, Sway need to start hosting the reunion. And I'm not gonna lie, he should, because he definitely made it like that part what it was. So they end up asking Yaz how she felt. Why did she feel the need to defend Ferrari? And she's a grown woman, you know what I'm saying? And Yaz basically explains that Ferrari gave her an opportunity, and anybody who was bigger than she felt than Ferrari, she would take the fade for her. But she didn't fight Legacy because she felt like she knew what she could do to Legacy, so she didn't do it. But any other girl that would have tried it that was bigger, like maybe let's say like Kayla or Hennessy, you feel me, she would have took that fade because she know Ferrari wouldn't be able to handle herself. Which I was like, okay, I could see where you're coming from with that answer, you feel me? I'm not gonna say she a live dog, because she didn't do what Ferrari wanted her to do. She said yes in the room, but then after that she didn't do it. Hennessy says if Ferrari gonna pop it, she's gonna need to fight for like herself. Like she can't have somebody fight for her, and she be talking shit to like all the castmates or stuff like that. And it wasn't she's scary. It was just like, you gotta put your foot down. If that's what you're gonna do and be on, you need to start addressing these bitches how you supposed to get to them. You feel me? So then Kayla addresses how she felt about it. Finally, the the show has arrived. Lauren pulls up in the red Kool-Aid wig. I'm talking about it's shiny, it's nice. The shit just, Lauren came with so much aura, my nigga. I was just like, what the fuck? Like, she came there, she need that. She's in her confessional for the reunion with the Don Julio. You feel me? The Patron. They got, you feel me? Lit. She's just like, I need that. From every bitch, that was online talking shit and talking crazy to me, I really want that. She had the red... She had the red swim cap icon. I don't care what nobody say that. That is iconic. That red swim cap, motherfucker with the red bust that way. Lauren interest 8. I'm sorry. It 8 for me. I was lit. I was like, oh yeah. You feel me? So then they get to on stage, and Kennedy is addressing, being trolled about her dead cousin online and shit like that from Lauren. All you hear is Lauren. All you hear is Lauren in the back. Fuck your cousin, bitch. She not even on stage. She's not even on stage yet, but they're actually Kennedy did. So you hear that just scream from the back. And she comes out. They finally bring Lauren out or whatever. So then Sway's like, oh, y'all doing a lot of talking. Like, what's up? And Lauren like, I don't want to do no talking. Like, I'm really here for that action. So then Lauren and Kennedy, they going back and forth or whatever. And she gets up and she said, yes, I put your dead ass cousin in my bio. What you gonna do about it? And Kennedy said, I'm gonna kill you. But it was the way Kennedy said it, because it was so like, oh my gosh, like, because they were like, oh, disrespecting the dad. It's like, wow. And then Lauren was just like, bitch, I put your cousin in a bio. What are you gonna do about it? I'm gonna kill you. That shit had me. I was gone. I was like, oh my gosh, they hate each other. So I'm not gonna lie. First round, they both were in there. Kennedy and Lauren, they was in that motherfucking Mac, and they both were. If you slow it down, Kennedy was more so trying to get Lauren in a headlock. You feel me? But Lauren was trying to come from the shoulders. But they both did their shit. And Kennedy, I'm sorry. You feel me? You gotta get in the field. You can't, like, give one round after this girl done trolled your dead cousin. Talk about he this, he that. She smoking this. And you give her one round. Now, granted, Kennedy's eye was fucked up for fighting Key Baby, so she probably didn't want to injure herself more, because Lauren do hit harder than a Key Baby. But at the same token, it's like the level of disrespect that Lauren was on, or both of y'all was on, matter of fact, it should have been handled with a deserved 4-round fade. But that's just me. I don't know, maybe that's just something that I feel, maybe 4 to 5, but that's just me, you know what I'm saying? Because the disrespect was, Lauren taking shit to the void. She's on there, she want that, so she buck her cousin, all the shit. Like I said, Kennedy, you need like 4 rounds up out of Lauren. No shade. The disrespect needed to be handled. Chastity, you talking. I'm sorry. I know during the season I wanted to see more of you. You know, I was kind of fucked up when you got sent home. I felt like Chastity should have stayed over a Nene, a Guan. Mind you, those girls didn't even show up to the reunion, like Jules and Amber, like, and I like Jules, but none of them showed up. I'm like, bro, like, y'all could have been on that. You feel me? Like I don't know. I thought that they was gonna come, but Chastity, we do not care about what you got going on. No lie. So Nug and Minnie, they end up trying to run it. You know, Minnie finally gets her call out, but I'm not gonna say Nug was ducking Minnie, but it just looked a little like Nug wasn't really trying to fight Minnie as she wanted to fight like any other girl. Like, I don't know. So Nug kind of like low-key tossed security and Minnie, because Minnie turned her back and Nug kind of ran up and pushed her. She didn't like hit her or punch her. She just pushed Minnie towards the ground. So Minnie got on the ground. Minnie got on the ground. Now, I'm not gonna lie. Security needs to move out the way, because they were holding Minnie back for no reason. If anything, hold Nug back. That's a big Philly bitch. She's ready on that. And Minnie, she's just trying to set up. So I didn't understand why they was doing that. And Nug, it gave just a tad bit scary, because I'm like, run the fade. Like, you can fight. You're not scary. And Minnie isn't no big girl. She's not a heavy hitter. So it's like, why not just get out there with her? I don't know. So, Nug definitely lets Ferrari know to stand on your shit when it comes to your cast. Like, you can't let them talk to you or disrespect you no matter who it is. It's her, it's Alexis, it's Legacy, Kayla, anybody. She needs to start vocalizing and putting her foot down on her cat. And Nug was right. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, Nug was telling her true shit. But Ferrari, like, she's like, you could tell she's very narcissistic. Like, she don't like people telling her about herself, or if she's lacking in something, she don't want people to like point it out. So she was just like, oh, how can somebody tell me something and they never been in my position? I said, ooh, I was like, I'm gonna lie, if you read back this reunion, bro, Ferrari reads, I'm not gonna lie, she's been on one. She's letting them like low-key have it. They're just not peeping it. Like, I don't know if it's like the editing, but they're not peeping what Ferrari's putting down. And I was like, that is true. You know what I'm saying? All the girls coming for Ferrari, telling her about being a host this, being a host that, but none of them are hosts. Like, even though they, Zanaya, I know she got So Jersey, I think. I might do a review on that. Let me know if y'all want that review. You know what I'm saying? I know it's a little left field, but let me see if y'all want that, because I would watch that if that's what y'all want. But yeah, like, they haven't been in her position, so to tell her how to be a position, it's like you're a worker trying to tell a boss how to be a boss. It don't work like that. You feel me? Like, so finally we get one of the main events. Sway asks, yo, Alexis, like, where you learn that? Boom, boom, boom. We right here. I said, this is that motherfucking shit. This is what we've been waiting for. You feel me? They put shit on the floor. Lauren pop out, red cap on. Alexis go, boom. I'm not gonna lie. I am non-biased. Alexis, that first round, I'm gonna give you your 10. I'm gonna give you your 10. And I like both of them. I like Alexis and Lauren. So there's no bias, and I make comments. So I'm not biased into this shit. I don't watch the fight like 2-3 times. The review is slowed down. So this is my honest opinion and review. Alexis tore down. I was like, damn, Lauren. I'm thinking like Lauren about to come out swinging, and she was trying, but Alexis, one hand, she just overpowered. She overpowered fucking Lauren. And Lauren, yeah, you lost that round 1. I'm not gonna lie. Sorry, Dolly, but you lost. Round 2, I ain't going back. Lauren got that. And I know this is debatable, because round 2 for me could either be a tie, but when I look back, I edge Lauren a little bit more because she came in with more force with her punches, and it looked like it not damaged Alexis more. She wasn't like, she ain't had no like marks in it, but I think those hits, like, it like, whoa, like Alexis was a little shocked that second round that they banged out. So I'm gonna go a little bit Lauren, but it's more so either it's Lauren or a tie for me. That's still indecisive, but I'm gonna go Lauren for that second round. So then Kayla ends up calling her fate out with Zanaya, you feel me? Which I'm just like, oh my gosh, y'all already ran it enough, but hey, you know, they run it up. She's like, why you keep circling me? That's what I do. Their round gave a tie. They were just like throwing it. Like, they were just throwing punches at each other. They weren't really macking. Like, none of them was tore each other or that, but I don't know. Because Kayla, without security, Kayla might have got up on that. Because Zanaya, like, Kayla used her weight against Zanaya, and that's how she able to get up in there and start punching her. But Zanaya, she punch with precision. So you slip one time, she gonna get that lip. Or she finna get that eye. Like, you gotta, like, feel me, Zanaya, she be throwing punch precision. Like, she make sure she know how to punch, and she be circling when she fight. That's how you know she know a little one too. No shade. So then we get Minnie and Nug finally. I'm like, damn. And no lie, like, on the first, if you watch it first, like, Minnie tears Nug. Like, if you just watch it first, like, but Minnie was hanging in there with Nug. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it looked like she got that more so. It could have been the camera angle because we don't really see from Nug's side. But I'm gonna go Minnie. From what I seen, I think Minnie got that. I don't think she just whooped Nug, but I think she did end up, kind of overpowering Nug. Like, she was kind of throwing her and all that, because you could kind of see Minnie was ready for Nug punch, like, on her right arm, because she was holding it. So Nug couldn't really just throw that punch that she normally do, because Nug, she good for that one hand hitter quitter. But Minnie knew. So I'm gonna go Minnie with that. Key Baby goes down with Nug for round 2. She needs that. You feel me? Nug ends up spitting on Key Baby. I'm talking about Hatu, Philly style. And the fight gave tied. Like, the fight gave, like, they was both in that bitch. Like, second round, Key Baby wasn't trying to go. Like, feel me? First round, she knew she got tore. So she wanted to redeem herself. So it gave tie for the fight. Nobody really won that, in my opinion. I feel like they both got their shit off. Sway tells Nug she got to go home for spitting. That's like, she doing too much. So then Sway asks Alexis, oh, you need another round? Like, if you want another round. Alexis like, yeah, I want another round. So round 3 between them, oh my gosh, y'all. This shit was a slug, a motherfucking fest. I don't even know who won. It's a tie for me. Like, bro, Alexis and Lauren, they're just match made. They, like, no one can whoop. Like, Alexis could whoop Lauren and Lauren could whoop Alexis. Like, but it just depends on how many rounds they go. Like, if it's just one round, hitter quitter, Alexis gonna win every time. Because every one round they do, Alexis get that. But when they go, like, round for round, like, eventually, Lauren ends up, like, kind of dominating Alexis a little bit, because she starts to adjust to how Alexis fight, Because you can only do the one-hand grab punch for so long after somebody realize, oh, that's what you do, and then start adjusting. So, yeah, they was slugging. But I might lean towards Lauren on that third round, because if you look back, she looked like she had Alexis a little bit woozy, a little bit. I don't know, like, Alexis looked like she was fucked up. But they was both grabbing each other's shirts and hemmed each other up and start punching. But I give her respect. That uppercut, Alexis' uppercuts was looking like they did damage. Because at first, Lauren was just hitting face shots. But then Alexis started turning that shit up with them. That was a tie for them. They fight good, I ain't gonna lie. Shout out Alexis and Lauren. They had the best fade so far in the reunion. Next to Hennessy and Zanaya, that was like the best fade that I seen on the reunion. So Zanaya calls out anybody who else wants to fight her. I'm like, huh? Like, you feel me? So Zanaya ends up asking where Kennedy at. So Kennedy must have went home after that fight with Lauren. You feel me? So Zanaya ends up checking. Yeah, she's like, oh, you cool with Kennedy, right? She's like, yeah, that's my girl. She was like, you willing to take a fade for her? And then I don't know if Yaz said yeah or nah. Like, I don't know, but she didn't get up after that. And I was like, yes. Nigga, Zanaya is literally the size of a small Mike and Ike's bikes. If you don't get up, my nigga, and start doing that shit, my nigga, she is a Mike and Ike's box, my nigga. You better get up and eat. Like, what are you doing? So Yaz didn't even do nothing. I'm like, yo, you're scary, dog. Like, this is what they mean. Like, bro, what the fuck? Like, that was your moment right there. You had a fade. You ain't run no fades. Like, man. So then Minnie ends up calling out Lauren. And Minnie, it was kind of weird because earlier in the reunion, you literally said that you had a problem with Lauren and that we could run it. But then you asked her if Lauren still needed that or wanted to fight. You know that. You said it earlier in the first part that you still wanted Lauren because she was online popping it. So I don't know. I think Minnie saw what Lauren was doing to Alexis and she didn't really need that. But they got on that anyway because Lauren ended up calling out Minnie anyway. She said, come here. So they go to the middle of the floor and Lauren took Minnie where she didn't want to go. And I'm not like, it is okay because I like Minnie. And Minnie was on that this reunion. She did her shit. But Lauren, it was just too much for Minnie. Minnie that turned around. Lauren punches had Minnie turning the fuck around like rotisserie chicken style. I said, yo. I said, no. I was like, oh my gosh. But, feel me? That's where it ends. You feel me? That's the end of... I don't know if they're doing the third part, but that was the end of part 2. I found this really interesting. It was funny. I was dying. Like, that shit had me rolling. But if you stay to the end... Oh, also, too, like I said, my MVBs, or... I said it was MVBs. Or my Young and Reckless, like, faves from this reunion, it had to be Zanaya, Legacy, Alexis, and Lauren. Like, they came, they showed out, they did what they needed to do. You feel me? But, hey, if you're new to my channel, or if you stay to the end, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on post notification bells to be updated with all forms of new content, and I'm going to see you on next video. Hey,